Hey everyone, Lexi here. I have been out in my yard all morning. It's monsoon season here in Arizona, and that means we get really violent thunder and rainstorms and microbursts. We went from like 103 degrees the other day to hail within about 10 minutes when one of the storms passed through. And this time of year is my favorite time of year. Hey Lynx. That's the cat Lynx. He likes to be with me all the time. It's my favorite time of year because I love the humidity. We always have such a dry heat here, and the humidity feels so good on my skin and just so good to breathe in the moisture and not constantly be so dry. So this morning, I was having a really rough night last night. As you guys know, if you've watched my other video, I think it was my May update, you know that there's some health imbalances that I have been moving through and have been very challenging. So about 2 weeks out of the month, it seems, I sleep for about 2 hours and then I'm up all night with kind of like a trembling and anxiety, like panic attack like symptoms. And it's not my thoughts, but it's my body kind of doing this with the severe hormone imbalance. So I'm starting that again here, and you know, last night I was just up shaking, trembling, pacing the house at all hours at night just to try to feel better, doing meditation, bringing the light in, anything I can do. So I came outside here at about 4 o'clock in the morning, and oh, there's a lizard behind me. I love my lizards, desert spiny lizard. And I came out here to watch the sunrise and to just kind of ground and just be in nature, because you know that helps me feel so much better, just being in nature. And I was sitting there just surrendering, and it's so hard to surrender to this feeling of your body being completely out of control. You know, I moved through 15 years of irritable bowel disease and not having control over my bowels or my digestive system, and this is just a whole nother level of something when you feel like you're having a panic attack and you're shaking and trembling, but you can separate your consciousness a bit and kind of observe it, your body doing something that is not really who you are or who I am, and that I don't really have any control over. This has been very strange. You know, this has been going on for about a year now. And I am seeing doctors. Nobody has to worry or anything. I am working with my doctors and doing some herbal stuff, some supplements. I'm also taking low-dose hormones to try to help me get my hormones back in balance and kick things back on, but to take the edge off things. Not working so well, but it's okay. It's all okay. It's all temporary anyway, right? Everything is temporary. So I was sitting out this morning, and I've been thinking a lot about what I want to do moving forward here, because there's so many ideas and things I've wanted to do with Healing at the Heart and with this group, my Facebook group, and other things. And I've mentioned wanting to open my house up and do phone calls where everybody can get on a conference call together. And I've been waiting. I've just been waiting to feel better. So I'm a type of person, or I always have liked to have mental clarity. I've always liked to have a bit of a plan, a bit of an idea to move forward with before I move forward with setting something up and doing something, anything in my life, really. And all of this imbalance has really taught me about surrendering and really being in the moment. And it came to me this morning that I'm waiting to do everything I want to do. One, because I want to have energy for it, but two, because this hormone imbalance has caused a lot of brain fog. Mentally not very clear, headaches, and just not being able to feel like I have a grasp on what I want to do with my life and things and talks I want to have, and being able to be really present with people. I thought I needed to be mentally clear and really sharp, you know, be able to focus and be really sharp so I can be on top of it and have the right answers and have these great, you know, insightful talks. And I'm realizing through all of this that that's not necessary. It's much more about my presence that I want to bring. And I've had some neighbors over who have told me just how much they enjoy being in my presence and being able to chat, you know, and becoming friends. And it doesn't matter if I have the perfect advice or the right words or I plan out what I'm going to say or do. It's just my presence. So I'm done waiting. I'm not mentally clear. I don't feel great. You know, who can feel great when you only sleep 2 hours a night for 2 weeks on end? I don't know anyone who feels great doing that. With my meditations and bringing a lot of the light through and being outside a lot, I feel stable most of the time. You know, I feel okay. I think if I didn't do all of that and didn't, you know, connect to who I am, it would be much, much harder going on so little sleep. But I want to start these conversations now. And I don't have a plan for them. I have ideas of things I want to talk about and topics, but I feel it's so much more important now to start connecting and bringing this community together. So I want to host some Zoom calls, Zoom conference calls, because Facebook Live, you know, you guys can write in and sometimes the comments pop up and sometimes they don't, and I get really annoyed with it. I want to be able to talk with people back and forth. I want to be able to have a friendship with you all and really get to know each other and be able to, you know, feel each other's presence and open our hearts and come together. And I just can't do that through Facebook Live. I still feel like I'm talking to myself, you know, through the camera. And I want to see, well, if not see anyone's faces, I want to at least hear your voices. So I'm going to set up some call times. I'll send out an email through my email list and I'll post them here on my Facebook page where anybody can just join. There's no agenda. Just come to chat. We can talk about our day. We can talk about anything we want. It can be good stuff, can be stuff that you're struggling with that, you know, you want to just share. You know, a lot of us feel, and me included, have felt very isolated. I mean, I live in a neighborhood, you know, where every house is, you know, just 10 feet away. And yet we all feel very isolated in our own worlds, our own houses, you know, and our own struggles sometimes. And it's awesome to just be able to share and to share with people who are very open and have more of a spiritual view and know what it's like to open their hearts and want a heart-centered connection. And that's what I want with my neighbors and also with all of you who are in different parts of the country and the world. So I guess I'm just gonna do it, and I'm gonna allow myself to have a fuzzy mind and maybe some brain fog, and maybe the energy that comes together through these calls will actually help me to feel better, and maybe that'll help me balance more, because I have a feeling some of this imbalance has to do with me waiting for things to be just right, and a part of my soul is so ready to move forward with who I want to be and my purpose. And me holding back, waiting for my body to behave perfectly and all my ducks to be lined up in a row, I don't think is quite serving me. Intuitively, it feels like it's okay to be vulnerable and it's okay to let you guys know that I don't have all the answers. And sometimes I just like to sit and chat about like a funny movie or our pets. There's Lynx. Or, you know, something else going on in our day. There was some topic the other day that I was talking to a neighbor about, and it was just so much fun to talk about. I can't remember what it was now, but I remember having a really good time just sharing and not feeling so isolated or judged, and it was just fun, and that's what I want to create. I know a lot of people have written to me and said they wished that they had a friend or someone like me that they can just hang out with and talk to and bounce ideas off and laugh with. So I'm here. And I'm going to make myself more available. Not exactly sure how often, I'm not exactly sure what time or what that looks like quite yet, but I'm going to set that up. Next week I start homeschooling my children. My daughter's almost 11 and my son's almost 13, so that's a whole nother adventure that I thought I would be mentally clear for. I'd have energy. I thought I would feel better by now, but again, we're just gonna do it on the fly. We're gonna be in the present moment. We're gonna enjoy freedom. We're gonna have fun and just see what evolves out of this and create community. You know, my kids have been mentioning that they feel isolated. Even at their school, they didn't have real connections with other people. And they also want to feel connected and have great conversations. And who knows, maybe they'll pop in on a video or a conversation with me and share their perspective, because they're very loving and they have very open hearts and beautiful minds and wisdom. So I just wanted to let you guys know. I know in my Facebook group and on my page, I haven't posted a lot. Like I said, I've been in this integration, this this new feeling of presence, this presence that I've been cultivating, and really making sure that it's anchored within my being first before I come forward. And it's just time to come forward now. All of me, the not perfect me, the raw me, the me that doesn't get enough sleep, the me that has flies all over my face out here. So look forward for those updates, guys. And I hope to meet all of you, or at least hear your voices and talk to any of you that would love to join really soon. Bye.